In New York, the Child Victims Act has opened the door to a rush of lawsuits. So far, more than 400 have been filed. The law creates a one-year window for child sex abuse victims to seek justice, no matter how long ago the abuse took place. 45 judges in New York have been assigned to deal with the cases. Nikki Battiste spoke to a man who says he was abused decades ago.
It's a little surreal. It's been such a long battle. I would call it a David versus Goliath kind of a battle.
Brian Toll says he never thought this moment would come. Like hundreds of other victims of alleged sexual abuse, he filed a civil lawsuit this week, about 50 years after he says he was raped by an employee at his Catholic high school in Long Island, New York.
He maneuvered me into a position where he was able to touch me inappropriately. But a few minutes later, he threatened to expose that.
We reached out to Chaminade High School, but they declined to comment. New York State's Child Victims Act gives any victim of child sexual abuse 1 year to file a civil lawsuit, regardless of their current age. It's called a look-back window. 18 states and Washington, D.C. have reformed statute of limitation laws taking effect this year. Many institutions like the Catholic Church, Boy Scouts, and New York public schools are bracing for an onslaught of lawsuits that could lead to bankruptcy filings. Since 2004, 21 U.S. Catholic dioceses and religious orders formally filed for bankruptcy and paid out more than $1 billion to victims. Bankruptcy lawyer Jim Stang.
I think from a survivor's perspective, the important thing to know is that there will be accountability. There will be cardinals and archbishops and CEOs who will have to testify publicly about the assets of their companies.
We have a unique opportunity because we have a voice today.
Brian Toll says filing for bankruptcy is a cop-out.
It's a way to avoid going to court.
But he's still hoping for that opportunity.
In court, the stories come out. Who knew what when? When did this predator priest first get reported? All of those questions will get answered in a trial.
Nikki Battiste, CBS News, New York.